All right, folks, welcome back to PrepperNow. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being on the live stream last night. And thanks, of course, for watching the video yesterday on the outage in London on their traffic of trains and stuff in their underground. Well, it seems there's a lot of outages and a lot of problems going on. And this one is something that we have been covering and is a really potential big problem if they don't get it under control. And it just got worse. In fact, this is insane. The person describes it as pure insanity. So hopefully you did not fly in or out of Newark Liberty yesterday. Somehow they made it through. And this is an ongoing thing. It was a safety nightmare, as the Post puts it. And basically, between 6:30 and 9:30 p.m., this is peak travel time, between 168 and 180 flights had one person and a trainee to manage all of them. That is not normal. That is not safe. And that should not be happening. And it did. And so a whistleblower came out, condition of anonymity, and just said it's pure insanity, and said that the schedule is going to be operating at bare bones. And this is going to keep going on. I mean, 180 planes taking off with one person. So if you want to do the math on what 180 takeoffs looks like in 180 minutes, that's one per minute. That's impossible. I don't know how they did it. God bless the pilots. God bless everybody involved. They call it a zero ATC event when no one shows up and people are having to take, instead of having a day off, they're having to go in. We haven't even talked about fatigue. We haven't even talked about all the other things. These are human beings. And there's only so much they can do. And now it's just to the point where if you're flying in and out of Newark, you're really rolling the dice. It's a matter of time before something terrible happens until they get this under control. And my question is, if this is happening at Newark, there's got to be other things happening at other airports. It's just inevitable. There's no way that this is a one-off from one airport. I'm getting ready to fly out of here in about a few weeks. And I got to tell you, I'm a little worried. Now, I've flown many times, and it's a safe way to travel. But at the current rate of things going with these air traffic controllers, and, they focused on trying to get people in there with all these different quotas and stuff, and certain people that really wanted to be an air traffic controller, they got pushed aside. And here we are when we can basically use anyone that has functioning, abilities to make sure that these planes are safe as they're coming and going into major hubs. I mean, that's a takeoff a minute when you do the math. And that is absolutely insane that they would have one person and a trainee. Now, the other thing is that the outages are going on as well. So imagine if one of these outages, like the one that happened last Friday at 3:55 a.m., what do things look like then if there's a skeleton crew working? There's all kinds of problems going on. Our systems are failing all over. And, the astute, the people that are watching, the people that are looking around and paying attention, people like you. I don't know maybe hopefully people in your family are paying attention too, but there's a lot of critical systems that are not functioning the way they should. And this is becoming very, very dangerous for all involved. We can't have train systems going out of power outages. We can't have air traffic control systems just going down for 90 seconds in the middle of a busy airport. We can't have bare bones, one person doing the job of 15 people. This is just not possible. And at some point, someone is going to get hurt. At some point, this is going to break down in a way that it's going to cost lives. We've already seen some of this happen. You don't have to remind you of the Black Hawk that hit the plane at Reagan in January. We need to get this under control. I don't know how, but all I can tell you is preppers, you better have your stuff together. You better be put together that you can handle a power outage, a travel incident, all kinds of stuff. The systems in our country are breaking down. There's too much weight on it, and whenever that happens, things go awry and then people get hurt or worse. So as a prepper, you need to have situational awareness. You need to know where you are, how to get out of that situation, and how to function in an SHTF, even if it's a mini one. Friends, if you like what we're doing here, please consider joining us on the other platforms. Links are in the description, like Subscribe, Start, and Locals. This is a great way to support the work. Or, of course, you can come and be a member on YouTube itself. We would love to have you here. Darken out the bell, get the notifications if you're new here, and we will see you on the next one. Be safe out there, folks. PrepperNow, out.